All right, you guys ready?
I'm born ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you came to hear an awesome rock show, you came to the wrong place. Welcome to Adult ADHD. What's up, Timmy B? How's it going?
Not much. How's it going?
I'm alive.
You're
Same.
alive.
Same.
Rusty mic drop.
I'm also alive.
And Allie Waffles.
I'm here. We're doing good.
Woot
All
woot.
right. Let's get the show on the road then. Who's got the first topic?
I want to
Well,
hear.
we live in, sorry, I was going to say we live in Michigan, so we should get an update on the Michigan game. Although by the time this is out, that'll be over. So never mind.
I can check real quick.
That's okay.
Let's see what the score is right now.
Who are they
We might
playing?
hear some hoots and hollers.
Yes, you might hear my family.
Who are they
UConn.
playing?
UConn.
UConn?
Okay.
Bro.
It would be the University of Connecticut, not the province of Canada, right? Or no. Yeah.
I
Or
believe
the
so.
vehicle.
Huh?
Or the vehicle. Not a Yukon vehicle.
Right.
Either.
That is very true.
That's
very
right.
true.
It is currently 25-23, and Michigan is losing.
Oh,
Ooh.
no. Where
Oh.
are we at? What quarter?
It's still the first quarter.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, we
We've
got
got
plenty
time.
of time to be stressed.
Yes.
So much time.
Ava
More
says you
important-
pull through in the second quarter.
More importantly, is there 5 people on each team on the court?
Yes. 5 on
Okay.
That's good.
That's always a good start.
That's real good.
Did I ever tell you when I played basketball in high school, we were so bad that our team lost, I think it was 61-2 at a basketball game. And we were so bad that the other school started cheering for us. And when we finally made our basket, they were all like on their feet, hooting and hollering. Yep. That was my basketball experience.
I did not know you played basketball.
Me neither.
Obviously I didn't very well. I was very much a defensive player. I'd get close to falling out and stuff, but I wasn't the shooter of the team, and we didn't really have a great shooter. So, yeah,
I played basketball too.
You scored those 2 points.
it wasn't me that scored the 2 points. Ironically, it was kind of funny that the girl that I felt was a little lazy on the team scored the 2 points, and I was kind of mad because I was like, she doesn't deserve the cheers. She hasn't been running and anyway.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
You hear
But
that,
that's
lazy
okay. I've
lady?
been
Lazy lady, you do not deserve those 2 points, and you do not
No.
deserve the.
Yeah, I don't. She's listening now. She's
No.
she probably wasn't lazy. It was probably just my perception, but that's just
Maybe
in
the
case she's listening.
Maybe the podcast came on and she was too lazy to turn it off. You never know.
Probably true. That's very true. There you go.
Yeah. Ashley,
never
you
know.
said you played basketball.
Uh-huh.
Let's
I was
hear
pretty
about
good.
it.
I was good.
Ooh.
And then I think it was my 8th grade year, 9th grade. You had to try out there. So I made the A team, but all the girls on the A team were like stuck up brats. Sorry if anyone hears that. But so I quit.
Oh man.
Yeah, I know. It was bad though.
Mm,
I hate it when that happens.
I know.
mm.
What about
So you were a
Rusty?
cheerleader and basketball. We had like mirror lives, except mine was sad because it was at a little tiny school, but we were both cheerleaders and basketball players.
Aw, I love that.
Did you play any sports, Cressy?
So in what was it, 7th grade, 6th grade, I tried out for the volleyball team, and we were such a big school that we had an A, B, and a C team because they wouldn't like
Wow.
kick people off the team. So I made the C team, and I was too good to make the C team. And so
Oh,
you think that maybe it would be a good opportunity for me to brush up on my skills, but no, I was too embarrassed that I made the C team, and so I just quit.
Yeah.
I played softball in ninth grade and was not great. My kids do not get their athleticism from me.
Same. Oh, did I mention I was a senior when I had that humiliating game? I forgot to mention that. I wasn't in sixth
Ooh.
grade or fifth grade. No, I was a senior. Anyway,
Ooh,
yeah.
sorry.
Did you play
Was it-
softball in high school?
Ninth
Because
grade. Yeah.
ninth
Just
grade. I'm
missed it.
sorry.
No, you're fine. We're good. Clint, what about you?
I played baseball and football pretty much all my life. Uh, and so I would play basketball in between just to stay in shape. And I suck at basketball, like horribly. So they would just put me in at the end of the game to like foul people. Like if the coach was mad at somebody,
Yeah.
they'd say, go hit number 30. I'm like, you got it.
Check
And
them
then I get
out.
That's awesome.
Throw the football player in at that point.
Right.
I did like fouling out, like one of my favorite things to do. I couldn't shoot, but I could put my hands in front of the basketball. And when that girl went to shoot, slam that baby down. And that was so much fun. I enjoyed that a lot.
Ooh, you was sassy.
I was sassy, but bad. Not very
Mm.
bad. So
my sophomore year, we tried to get a men's volleyball team started, which we had enough players, but we couldn't get enough teams in the league to play.
Yeah.
But we tried.
men's volleyball, did you say?
I think our league wants to do that at our school.
Mm.
Awesome.
I feel
I
like
would
it's been kind of like getting more popular for
Yeah,
guys.
Noah was like, seriously, I would have played
Yeah.
volleyball.
Oh, man, have him
Let's
sign
look
up for
around.
like a rec league.
There you
There's
go.
there's a lot of like both my son and my daughter-in-law play like on local, volleyball leagues in the evening. There's a lot out there like that for adults.
From like age 16 until like, I don't know, 19, something like that. I don't know exactly. Like I did summer league, like beach volleyball. That was fun.
Yeah.
Do you wear shoes so your feet don't burn in the sand?
No.
That sounds painful. And also,
Well,
okay, so one of my least favorite things is to be really sweaty and hot. And then you add sand to that equation. And I just don't get sand volleyball very much, but I'm glad people enjoy it.
you know what? I'm surprised did not go farther than what it did is water volleyball, because water volleyball was the best. So when we were kids, we had a cottage up at Gun Lake, and we had a volleyball pit or whatever you want to call it, court in the actual water, and
That'd
that's
be
fun
fun.
because you're refreshed the whole time because you just dive for the ball. Like that was
Yeah,
fun. I'm surprised it didn't catch on more.
much less sweaty.
Yeah.
Feel nice and warm there, Krusty?
Today was a little cooler than normal. It was a high of 64. Um, so yeah, it was a little chilly,
Mm-hmm.
but we're
Mhm.
popping back up into the 80s this weekend, so it'll be nice.
If we're gonna hit 50 this week, we're gonna be happy. So
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no way. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm
That's-
bragging, but
no, you're not.
just come
We
on
feel
down,
you.
y'all.
If I lived down there, I would brag about it all the time.
Yeah.
Same.
I've been seeing some little buds popping out of the tree, so that always gives me hope. I do enjoy spring when everything starts turning that beautiful color of green that spring has. I don't know. It's like nothing else. I love that.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I would miss that if I lived in some place like Florida. I was just thinking about Florida.
I
But
wouldn't miss it at all.
it is really weird though, because I'm not trying to rub in that I was in a warm place, but coming back from a place that was blooming and had flowers and was green and stuff when we went on our trip, and then coming home was kind of depressing because everything's so brown.
Yeah.
But
What would be your like one highlight from your trip?
Oh, one highlight. So, little background, we just went on a cruise. So we went on, it was called MSC Cruises, which we had never heard before, but I guess it's like based out of Europe and popular there, and they are getting more popular here. But anyway, um so I would say just the cruise in general, just getting to like have a slower pace and being able to kind of choose what we wanted to do and um eat whenever we wanted, which was too much, but um I really enjoyed, this isn't like the most enjoyable thing, but something that was kind of funny to me was that you could eat pretty much any time of day except between maybe 1:30 and 6:30 in the morning. Like they have the someplace open on the ship for you to eat as part of your package. And these families are down there like at 11 o'clock at night, and these kids are just stuffing ice cream and cookies and pizza in. And I'm just picturing the morning. I'm like, what on earth are these kids going to be like in the morning after, or like all day, night, like after eating all that sugar? So my practical side came out at me, and I'm like, they're going to be crazy. So,
Hey,
but it was a lot of fun. It was relaxing. And I think my favorite part was just seeing the blue of the ocean in the Bahamas and stuff. It was just a beautiful color of blue and watching the sunset.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
hey,
Enough
Kim.
about me. Yeah.
So, what was that, like 2 years ago? I went on a cruise. I don't remember
Mhm.
what it was, to be honest with you. And uh, at 11 o'clock, Dayton and I, that you said that, and I'm like, that's Dayton and I were eating ice cream and eating,
Yeah.
running around food. So,
Oh yeah. I mean, I ate pizza. I was eating all the stuff. I'm like, it's not a normal time frame. Like the ship is alive at 11:30 at night with kids and families and everyone. It's just kind of an alternate universe for a couple days. So that was a
yeah, it's
lot of
like
fun.
you're on whatever you want.
Yeah. And we got to see, that I didn't mean to add to it, but can I tell you one little quick
Yeah.
thing? We got to see,
Yeah.
they had lots of shows on board. Like, so one of them was a Queen show, and funny thing is that I didn't realize that a lot of the songs that I like the anthem songs type things, are all Queen. So I didn't know I liked Queen so much. So that was a really cool show. And then we saw Michael Jackson, and then a show that was like watching America's Got Talent with people doing all kinds of crazy things like contortions and stuff like that. So
Oh,
yeah, that was
That's
neat.
so
But enough
cool.
about my spring break. I want to hear what you guys have been doing.
I did nothing.
You did nothing?
I cleaned my house. I did laundry. I relaxed, slept in.
Mm, yes, that's the best part.
That feels good, probably, though.
Yes, it was refreshing. But
You
yeah,
need to.
I was so tired.
It's just like days of sleep.
Yeah.
At
But like
least you
you said,
didn't
the
have
weather
that
doesn't help.
tired after vacation. Like, you know how you're always tired after vacation as
Oh
much as
yeah.
before.
Yeah.
That's true. That is the worst. So good thing you avoided that.
Yes. I was trying to find a positive outlook to that. And your laundry is all clean.
Yeah.
That's another good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Or it was, and now back to
Hmm.
More.
Yeah. It just keeps
Always.
multiplying.
Yes.
I can't imagine 5 kids, how much laundry you have. I just can't. You, how many loads a day do you think you do
Probably agree.
every day?
Probably. If
Oh,
I do
that's
it.
nice. Yeah, you know. Oh, did we lose Clint? I was just gonna ask Clint how Louisiana was, but I think we might have lost him.
I think he's still there.
Is he? Okay.
Muted though, I think.
Hmm.
Ruh-roh. Well, we won't hear about Louisiana, so we'll just hear about North Carolina.
Jeez. Yeah, I didn't go on vacation. Life was normal, but our frost date for our county is March 30th. And so I planted a bunch of stuff. I kind of finished up half of my garden project enough to be able to plant some things. And guys, you'll be excited to know that I went out there today and my green beans have sprouted. And a cool thing is that, so my grandma, she had a ton of perennials. She was like an amazing gardener, and that's kind of, I feel like close to my childhood when I go out in the garden, and so it's like my happy place. And so my dad, when they had to sell her house after she died, my dad has a bunch of her allium seeds, which are basically like a garlic, but they are those
Mhm.
beautiful purple balls. And so he had saved a bunch of them from her house. And so we planted them in our Michigan property. And before we sold it, David grabbed a bunch of the seeds. And so I'm
Mm.
excited to plant my grandma's alliums. So those are
Oh,
popping up, and yeah, it's been really nice. So
Awesome.
I love that you've moved an heirloom flower to 3 different places. That's awesome.
yes. So it's cool.
Pretty cool. Clint, we were wondering about your trip, but we lost you for a minute.
No, we went to Louisiana. It was fun. We had perfect weather. First of all, we were there a week. It did not rain the entire time, and for Louisiana, that's insane. Because
Oh,
Louisiana is
wow.
very swampy and it rains a lot. But like, so it's sunny. We had a good
Nice.
time. We went to the beach. We went on a gator tour. Uh, we were like literally like 2 feet from like a 12-foot gator, and a guy was like petting it and kissing it and like
Like,
doing all kinds.
gosh.
Kissing a gator?
He's like, don't worry about these. He's like, don't worry about these. I live out here. I wrestle them all the time. And I thought he was joking. He jumps in and like, I'm like, yeah, more power to you, buddy.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
they know how to like handle them, I guess. Like they've been around them. I'm not doing it.
still famous last words though, right? You know, like you hear about, I mean, even that famous Australian guy that died from a stingray or whatever. It's like nature
Exactly.
is nature.
Yeah.
And then we were on the airboat, so like on Waterboy, like when Bobby Boucher's mom takes him to the water bowl, whatever it is, sugar bowl or whatever, gator bowl. I don't know what it is.
I've never seen that movie.
What? Oh my god! But no, you know what an airboat is, though, right? Like a fan boat,
Yeah, I do know that.
Yeah.
which is kind of neat because like it glides over because there's no motor, so you
Mm.
can like over marsh. So like it's weird because you're going right at land at like 60 miles an hour, and you think that you're gonna like crash, and then you just kind of like glide over it, and then
Oh,
you're back.
that's weird.
But no, it was a good time. Belinda got sick a little bit in the beginning, but she got better, and it was good. And then I got sick when we got home, but it's all good. We had a good time.
Good.
I hate it when you get sick on vacation though. That's no fun. Is she feeling better?
Oh yeah, she was good. They she went down to the urgent care there, and they gave her like a steroid shot.
Oh,
And
good.
she would go like within like a day or so. But no, the only downside is the drive. Gosh, that's a horrible drive coming home.
Ugh.
How many
Going
hours?
15 and a half. Well, 16, but I make it in 15 and a half. But
I'm shocked.
What?
on the way down, it's like you're all excited, right? So like, yeah, you're pumping the music, and you're all like on the way home, you're just like, oh,
Mhm. Yes. Post vacation. Yeah. And then you get sick for 2 or 3 days afterwards, right?
well,
Or
I
at
did
least
this time.
some- Yeah, that's what I was saying. That
That's
stinks.
yawning.
I know. I know.
I couldn't understand you with your leopard
I
robe
said,
on your
stop
mouth.
yawning, Kristen.
Oh.
You're making me
Wow.
yawn.
Oh, now she's getting me on. Oh my
I'm sorry.
goodness.
It's contagious. I'm super tired. Judah hasn't really been sleeping great over the past few days. And so, and for Easter, we had a sunrise service at 7, and so I had to be there at 6:30, and we had to leave by 5:30. So it was like, I don't know, I'm still catching up
Oh.
on that too. But it was a beautiful day. It was awesome. It was so good. So
Was your sunrise service outside or do you?
no, it was supposed to rain. I don't
Oh,
know.
okay.
This is our first year that we've been at this church. I know there were multiple churches that did their sunrise service outside.
Okay.
But honestly, we didn't even have a sunrise or we didn't see the sun until like the
Mhm.
second service because it was just super gloomy. And then the sun came out. But um this church just does a really good job. So they do the sunrise service, which was super powerful. So there was this guy that was narrating and he was reading the crucifixion story and he was getting super choked up. And
Oh.
so it was making like a lot of us emotional because just the way his voice is and so I don't know, it just felt even more powerful, I think, just because of the seriousness of the
Mhm.
times we're in right now. I think some of that mortality is just on people's minds, maybe. I don't know. It was just
Mhm.
like it was so much more powerful, I think, than in previous years. And then of course Levi got baptized, and so I think
Oh,
it was just
yay.
emotional anyway, and so proud of him because he's like not he does not like attention. And
I know. Yeah.
there was a bunch of other youth that were baptized, and so he was definitely more comfortable. So,
That's good. I'm so
yeah,
proud of him. Tell him we're proud of him and
Yes.
praying for him.
I will. I will.
That's very exciting to hear.
Yeah. So,
Andy caught a frog.
oh my word. That is fully, and he lives in the creek, but dude, that thing is huge. Like that was not like I don't know. It wasn't even an optical illusion. That thing is just giant. And you can hear him like at night. He's so loud.
So you have a creek by your house?
We do down by our driveway culvert. Our neighbors have a pond, and then the creek, when it rains and stuff, it'll
Mhm.
flow. So it's pretty cool. It kind of looks like a little magical fairyland. Like I would have loved it when I was a kid because there's moss everywhere under these trees, and then you have this creek and there's
Mhm.
roots everywhere. Like it's so cool. I'm like, I wish I had this when I was a kid because I would just hang out there for hours. So
Mhm.
I want it'd be a really good coffee spot. And so I want to put like some patio furniture up there with some flowers and some shrubs and stuff. But
Do you get mosquitoes a lot in that part of the country?
maybe we will. The pond's pretty stagnant, although there are
Mm.
ducks, but the neighbors have chickens, and so hopefully that'll kind of stay
Yeah.
okay, but I don't know. We haven't lived here long enough
Yeah.
to really notice. So,
Just plant a bunch of citronella plants in that area. And
you
you
know,
could get one of those netted things too, or screened in
I
things.
could. I'm trying to remember from when we lived down here before, and I don't know. We've never really lived by large bodies of water. So, I don't know.
Speaking of
Remains to be
chickens,
seen.
Speaking of what?
speaking of chickens,
Yeah.
did you guys see that thing on social media where those people put those light up jackets on their chickens at night? And
Yes.
and it was freaking people out or whatever. They thought they were like all kinds of different stuff. They didn't know what
I
they
think
were.
I sent it to you guys. This shows me you don't check the things I send you.
Clearly, I do because I remember
Okay,
it.
Yes, Clint was checking it. Yeah,
when?
Busted.
they looked like
When
little
did you send it?
construction workers.
Like
Okay.
forever ago or recently?
What? I
Did you
can't
send
hear
it?
you.
Did you send it like forever ago or like recently?
Oh, like within the last 3 or 4 days.
Oh,
Oh,
It was like
my bad.
oh,
I know
I
exactly. There's
I
Yeah,
found
y'all are ghosting me on Instagram all the time is all I'm saying.
Dude,
Because
I forget, but that is
I,
super creepy.
I know, isn't that awesome? Yes, there they are. They're so cute. And the person that saw them said something really funny. I can't remember what it was, but like when he saw them,
I'm sorry. I don't mean to ignore it. It's just so much sometimes.
you mean I'm sending too many reels?
No, the Messenger app is separate than Facebook. And so
Oh,
why do they have to do that? It's annoying. I can't, yeah,
yeah.
it's stupid. I have to press an extra button and that's just too much.
Man, it's so much work. Well, and then like sometimes because I have multiple accounts because I'm running the school's accounts and stuff, like I'll be in the wrong account and I'll go to Messenger from there and it'll be the wrong account. So that's super
Hmm.
annoying.
That's weird.
And Ashley has like 4 different identities out there. So she has the same problem.
identities.
Oh, not in the, 2026 identity thing, more like
Account
profiles.
profiles.
Yes. Yes. She's identifying as Ashley.
Yes.
I know I'll go like 2 days without sending anything to you guys, and I'll send like 62 things. And then
I
I'm
just
like, oh,
started sending them in messages because you guys never open them in Instagram or give me any gratification of laughing faces or anything. So I just
I'm
have to
never,
send them in messages.
I'm literally never on Instagram
I'm
ever.
sorry. It's not personal. I just struggle.
It's okay. I think we have enough social media in our lives. You don't have to watch my reels, but it just gives me joy to share them.
You send the best reels. Like you are the meme queen. So
She's just trying to make me feel good now. So I don't
no,
know.
I do enjoy them. It's pressing buttons. And then Judah,
You do
so
have a baby.
I do,
Yes.
and so I'm trying,
Oh,
he
sure,
wants to
like the
grab
baby.
everything, and so it's like, and if anything has sound, like it's distracting. It's a whole thing.
I think that the way babies who don't really have any context of a phone or a screen or anything, how they're immediately attracted to their cell phones and
Yeah.
watches on screens should be telling us something.
Yeah.
Because like literally my youngest grandson who is not allowed screens except to watch baseball, that's the rule, or sports or whatever. Anyway, he's very rarely gets a screen. If he sees my watch, he won't look at anything else. He's just like tracking my watch all over. So
Yeah.
I finally just had to take it off on Sundays so he would focus on other things. So, and I'm not blaming them at all. Like they're doing a good job with all that. It's more just the way that technology is. It's like attracting them.
Yeah. Yeah.
We are slaves to our phone.
Yeah.
We are.
I mean, I could go on about that for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
And I could still have things to talk about after the 2 hours.
Clint, are you doing dishes?
I am. Thanks for asking.
Wow. It's very impressive.
I can multitask sometimes. And when I'm done here, I'm going to go to the gym.
Oh my
No wonder you're tired. It's like 10 o'clock right now.
It's exhausting. But good for
Yeah.
you. That's
Yes. We are proud of you for going to the gym. How fast is your mile now?
I think the last one I took was like 13:52, which is still not good, but it is for me.
You have
Faster
to
than
start
me.
somewhere.
Right.
So
My goal is to do a marathon
That's awesome.
do it.
and not walk it. You know, like some
Yeah.
people like walk. You know, I'm
Yeah.
not walking.
Are you what about a bike race? Because coming up here in 2 weeks, you have 2 weeks to train, is the biggest gravel bike race in the world in Hastings, Michigan.
Do it.
You should do
Well,
it.
I tried to race my neighbor Mikey, but he's like 12, and he was like, "Dude, my BMX bike is sweeter than yours," and I'm like, "No, it's not." We got into this argument, and then like, oh, like I can't race Mikey anymore, but I might
Maybe
do
when
that.
he's in 6th grade instead of 5th grade, he'll race you.
There you go.
Wait, is this your neighbor right now or your childhood neighbor?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. Because it's like he's got this sweet little BMX bike.
I'm literally just making it up, but no, I do have a bike, and Dayton has a bike, and I think we might do some more bike riding.
There you go. There's some good trails. I've heard Battle Creek. I can't ride bikes because of my knees, but I've heard Battle Creek has some really good trails. And there's like a rail trail or something in Michigan that you can ride all over the place. Like it used to be a railroad trail or something. Yeah. That's all I have to say about bikes. I have nothing else.
Oh, I do have something I want to talk to you guys about. I completely forgot. So 2 things on my trip. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. So if somebody was talking, you can yell at me.
You're fine.
But like I just got super excited. I guess the Mikey and me came out. But anyway, uh, we did this ghost tour in New Orleans,
Oh,
and obviously I don't believe in ghosts, but like I went because I wanted to see like the cemeteries and stuff. And they take you on a cool tour, and they took us to the hospital. And I don't know if you guys ever watched the documentary, The 5 Nights at Memorial.
mm-mm.
Dude, if you are, I wouldn't recommend watching it when you're emotional, but like basically during Hurricane Katrina, there was like a bunch of patients in Memorial Hospital, and they basically had to make the decision to just leave them because they had no
What?
way to. Yeah, they had no way to. There were so many people to extract that they
Oh,
had to leave like 42 patients. Uh, like and but here's what's crazy: when they came back for them, like 11 days later, to get the bodies and everything, uh, all of the patients were covered with a sheet.
With what?
With a sheet. Like all the patients were dead, obviously, but they were all like covered up. Like somebody took the time to come through and like, yeah. So what they think, obviously, they were trying to at first joke around and say like ghosts, like ooh, but what they really think is that one of the nurses stayed and actually euthanized them, so they didn't have to go through that. Which obviously sparked good conversation. Like in that situation, what do you think is worse, making them suffer all those days, or euthanizing them? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm not going to get that deep in it. But then, so there was like cool things to see um, on the ghost tour, even though I don't believe in ghosts. And then they take you to the cemeteries that are above ground, and they said it's a lie. A lot of the Spanish people said that the cemeteries are above ground because of the um, water levels, which is what I was always taught as a kid because we would pass them in Louisiana all the time, and it's not. It's just something that was brought over by the French. That's what they do over there. Uh, it has nothing to do with water levels because he's like it's a Catholic thing because if you go to the Jewish cemetery, they're buried underground, so it has nothing to do with the water level. It's just that's what they do there. They had different things like they actually have a place like Sam's Club down there and a few other of those type of places actually have plots that their workers can be like buried in. It's weird.
What?
Like, yeah, they take it very seriously down there. So like you could buy like if
Sam's
you
Club. Okay.
yeah. So like if you work in Sam's Club in New Orleans or wherever, and there's different businesses too, different like big businesses like Apple and all that stuff. Like you can pay to be buried in their tomb or whatever down in those cemeteries.
I mean, I love my job, but I don't want to be buried there. Wow.
Is that weird? But they take it like I don't know down there. It's like if you can get buried in one of those like big prestigious cemeteries, it's like a big deal. Um, and I'm sure, don't get me wrong, I'm sure the businesses do some kind of thing to make money off. Like everything's money
Of
nowadays.
course
But
they do. Yeah.
um,
I don't understand what you mean by above ground. So not a mausoleum where they have like drawers, but like
some of them are.
how what?
So some of them are drawers. So it depends on. He was saying it depends on like the people back in the day, their social status. Like were they rich? So some of them are like massive, like one person tombs that are like they could be like a
Just
garage,
straight-
and then they have like little grass plots that are above ground that they just. And he said like it's just like a game of like Tetris down there. When your next family member dies, they just move the bones over and throw the next body in there, and
No,
so
no,
like.
no, 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 no. Wait,
But
wait. What?
yeah, but then they have like the drawer thingies that you were talking about, like the family drawers or
No,
whatever.
no, go back. Go back. Wait. So you're telling me that they just have like a big bin that they're just dumping all the bones in and just combining them all? Like,
So like it's like 6 feet above on a cement slab, and then they pour grass in there like dirt. So almost think of like maybe like a fire. I don't know what you want to call it. So like a cement. Think of like a cement, like 8x8 cement thing, and then they fill it with dirt and fill it with grass. So
okay.
then, like Grandpa dies, they throw him in there, and then Grandma dies, they throw her in there, and then Uncle Butch or whatever, and then they just keep filling it up. Well, over time, it's a family plot, so you're talking 200 years. So they just go in there and they excavate and they move the bones over and they throw the next body in there. Because down there, you do not need to have a casket.
So they're not doing a casket. They're just
Correct.
putting so grandma's just getting like
Yep.
wobbled up and rolled in?
But they're in a cement, I don't know what you want to call it, ring, I
Closure?
guess, enclosure. So like it's not like the body can get in because people are asking questions like, well, what the body get in like the water, the chemicals. And that's why you have to be in like a cement thing so that the body stays in there But then other than that, no. Like now, some people do have caskets. It's optional, so some people do, but it's not mandatory down there.
So you kind of can rent your casket.
Yes, very much so.
Okay.
It's weird, right?
Adult ADHD is brought to you by the following sponsor. Are you tired of wearing your underwear under your clothes? I guess. Every day I wake up and I think, why is society hiding these beauties? Well, not anymore. Introducing Overwear. As in over my clothes? That's right, Dave. Why keep your underwear hidden like some kind of coward? Overwear comes with extra visible waistband technology, wind-resistant elastic, cargo pockets for absolutely no reason, and our patented MWPS technology. MWPS? Yes, Dave. Maximum Wedgie Prevention System. When people say, "Is that underwear?" you can now say, "No, it's Overwear." According to science and Dr. Fauci, wearing underwear over your clothes makes you automatically 73% cooler, and that is a scientific fact. It's perfect for weddings, funerals, job interviews, court appearances, and even grandma's birthday party. So don't hide it. Overwear it. Because if it's under, what's the point? www.overwear.com.
So the
I
tomb
got an
thing.
update on, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Go.
Update on the game. 29-33, Michigan winning at the half.
We knew it. Good
Woohoo.
job, Ava. You called that. Is she like a betting shark? Does she have her?
Yes, so she did
Number?
March Madness at her youth group,
Yeah.
and some of the parents did it too, and she won out of 40 people. Yeah.
Oh.
Nice. Get it, girl.
So we did that one year at school. We had a March Madness thing. We should do that next year.
I think Kylie did it with her classes.
No, we did it as staff, and it was like a
Oh.
competition
Ooh,
to see who would win. And I think I won, but I didn't know anything about basketball teams.
get it. That's the best. But you were on your basketball team. You know
Yes.
basketball.
Oh yeah, so much.
Um,
Hey, you guys scored 2 points.
I know. I was so proud that day. If I had scored the points.
oh my word. So for some reason, your attitude about that girl reminds me of what happened to me at the gas station today. So I got guys, this will circle it back around to the Lord. Okay, so remember when I had my infamous running out of gas incident at this gas station?
Yes.
Right? Okay, so I'm heading in to again pick up my kids from a sleepover, and I passed this gas station, and I was like, maybe gas will be cheaper somewhere else. And so I'm like, I'm gonna go hit this other gas station. So I drive like a mile or so down the road. That gas station's at $3.99. The other one was at $3.81. So I turned around, went back to this original gas station. Ridiculous, I know. But I had time. Judah was sleeping. So I get to the gas station and start pumping. And while I'm pumping gas, I'm cleaning out all of the trash in the car. And this guy comes up, not like super close, but he's like, "Hey, ma'am, can you spare me $1 or two?" And I was like, "No, sorry, thank you though." And I was like, that was a weird response. Thank you though. I'm like, okay. So I initially had a terrible attitude because I don't know, like it sometimes drives me crazy that people like sitting on the road because there are scammers out there. But
Mhm.
like we're all working hard. Like, and I'm thinking I'm pumping my gas. I'm like, no one can even afford gas right now. So you have some nerve being at this gas station asking people to spare you, a few dollars.
Mhm.
So I was initially like super upset. I'm like, this is ridiculous. I'm paying $80 to fill up my tank. No, I don't have any extra money right now.
Right.
Okay, so I'm cleaning out my car and I hear him asking a few other people. And when the Holy Spirit just like convicts you, right? And I'm reminded that this is the exact same gas station where I needed like $10 because I had forgotten my wallet. And my friend came and rescued me and filled up my gas tank. I was like, okay, you know what? that was rude of me. I can definitely give this guy some money. So anyway, I went in my wallet and I'm like, like this is so awkward because I wasn't rude, but I was just like I dismissed him. I didn't have time for him. And so he was standing kind of by the door, um, smoking a cigarette, which I don't think you're supposed to do at a gas station anyway. But and so I'm like, all right. So I walked up to him, handed him some cash, and not this is not of me because I did not have a good attitude about it at the beginning, but the Lord was like, nope, like you're gonna be generous. And gave him the cash I had with me, and he was thankful. And I was just like, ugh. I'm like, I want, like, why am I like this? I guess. I guess here's our segment.
Mhm.
Because I have so much, like, I have what I need, right? And I don't know this guy's situation. But like, why is that hard for me to like be open-handed with the things that I do have, even when like things are stressful, money is tight, but he's the ultimate provider. And so I knew it was just one of those things where sometimes you have like fleeting moments. Like I never feel pressure, not pressure. I don't ever feel um the stirring to like pick up a hitchhiker. Number one, because I'm a woman and then I have a baby in the car. Like, but there are many hitchhikers around here, like way more than I ever ran into in Michigan. I never feel like the conviction, like, oh, you need to go pick up that hitchhiker. But today it was like the Lord was like, you're not leaving this gas station until you obey me. And I was like, all right. So anyway, he changed my bad attitude around
That's
and reminded
awesome.
me, hmm, he's the one that provides the money. I don't need to worry about it. The end.
Wow, that's cool. Now,
Yeah.
did he seem really appreciative or did he like, was he
Yeah, yeah,
awkward
yeah. He
or?
was like, thank you so
Yeah.
much, ma'am. And, again, I can't control,
Hmm.
what he might spend it on, but I'm like, why can't we help? Like, I don't know.
Right.
I was frustrated at myself, but then like I repented and all that, but I'm like, I wish I would have just not been so cynical right away. Like that's my initial response, like, no,
Hmm.
no. I'm about to put $80 in my gas tank and this is stupid. But yeah. So, and again, not to like, I'm not pointing it to myself. Like, if it had been of me, no, I wouldn't have given that guy any money, but that was the Lord. So, you gotta listen. You gotta listen to those stirrings. So,
Yes, even when it's hard.
yeah,
And sometimes it just hurts your pride or whatever too. It's like, so that was
yeah,
good that you, especially since you felt like you'd been dismissive before.
yeah. And I think
Good
I
job.
said sorry. No, I just kind of like, here you go. Like, I
Yeah.
should have said sorry, but I repented to the Lord. And I think the actions are going to speak louder than words, but
Right.
I'm sure that if that's what he spends some time doing, like, I'm sure he gets rejection. So, but anyway,
Well, that's like
so
the other day. Yeah, I did that.
yeah,
I like watching those videos, and there's a few guys I watch where they go and they like give the money to families and homeless people. You ever watch those videos
Yes,
where
I
they,
love those.
and then he's like, and then here's a house, and here's, and I was just like, I was watching them, and I was like, oh Lord, that would be so cool to have money to be able to do that. Like I wish
Yes.
I was rich, I would totally do those things. And then he floored me because he was like, why don't you do them now?
Mhm.
And I was like, oh, it's like you don't. And then it dawned on me, like you don't have to do it at the level that they're doing it. You don't have to give $1,000, uh, but you could give $10.
Mhm.
You know, people that you see like in the grocery store. So like, not that you have to copycat them, but it just kind of was like he kind of nailed me with that. Like, and I would love to be rich to be able to do stuff like that. I think it'd be awesome. But at the same time, I
Mhm.
don't have to be like I'm waiting for something to be able to do something awesome, and I can do it without it. So
Right. And sometimes it's the little things like I know it's just a quarter, but when you go to Aldi and you realize you don't have a quarter and somebody gives you their cart, like it's just a small act of kindness. You know what I mean? It's just like such a small thing, but it's a thing we can do just to be a light. Like, I don't know, I'm only thinking of that because that's happened to me frequently where I don't have a quarter, but
Yeah.
I mean, there's even the, Salvation Army guys out front, ringing their bell. And sometimes I'm like, the cynical attitude too. It's like, well, I don't know where that money's going for that organization or whatever. But the Lord's led me before to put money in sometimes. And it's like, I don't know where it's going, but if he's going to lead me to put it in, then he wants me to do it. And maybe it's just to teach me a lesson and not the other side. So,
Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of how I felt today.
My sister actually taught me something, I don't know, years ago. Now I say a few years, but as you get older, a few years is like 12 years. Um, because we were at the church and, it's easy for us to get on, on a conversation. Everybody starts getting negative and people were talking about like you were talking about, Kristen, like the people out panhandling and like, they're just going to buy booze with it and they're going to, do this and that. Everybody's still worried about it. And then my sister just kind of like quietly spoke up and was like, why are you worried about what they're going to do with it? Like, if God tells you to give something, like, you did your part, like, you're going to get rewarded in heaven regardless of what they did with it. And so, like, she's like, everybody prays, like, if I'm supposed to do this, Lord, then tell me. But the Bible already says to do it. So we should be praying, hey, Lord, I'm going to do this unless you tell me not to.
Boom.
And, like, since she said that, like, my mind's really shifted against, like kind of that, like, okay, he goes and buys a pack of cigarettes with it. Like, he lied to me or whatever. I still obeyed. And I'm not gonna like, die over it or whatever. Like, I think like sometimes we worry about things that are very trivial and at the end of the day are out of our we can't control it anyway. So like,
right.
I don't know.
Yeah. Although one thing that does bug me that people, I don't know, maybe this is a polarizing topic. I don't think that the chain of kindness at like a coffee shop or like a McDonald's drive-through, whatever, to me, everyone there can already afford whatever they're gonna get. So
Right. And that's all that does is make the cashier anxiety go through the roof.
I wondered that.
Really?
I've never worked a drive-through, but I have to feel like that's confusing.
It is very.
Yeah.
People used to do that years ago at McDonald's when I worked there, and then and then at some point there will be, whether it's 10 cars or 12 cars, somebody will break it, right? Yes. And then it gets all.
You've done it?
100%. Okay, when we first moved to North Carolina, we moved to like the most bougie area. Okay, because David worked at this super fancy grocery store. Okay. And so we were the poor people that lived in this town. We lived in these like probably Section 8 apartments, which again, no, like it is what it is. Like, it was not great living where we lived, but because we worked in the area. Anyway, like everything's meticulously landscaped in the whole entire town. Okay. They like millions of dollars. Like this is where a lot of like Epic Games has their headquarters there. A bunch of tech companies have their headquarters there. So like super uber rich people. Okay. And so I'm driving this beat up Grand Prix, whatever. So I go to a Starbucks and there's like the person ahead of you paid for you. And I was like, you know what? Every other person in this drive-thru right now is driving like a Range Rover or whatever. I'm like, I'm gonna take my free coffee and it's mine. So
there you go. Wait, did they tell you how long it had been going before then or anything?
No, but I was like, okay, cool. This is my lucky day. I get a free coffee.
Exactly.
Well, it's like, okay, I'm glad that we got on this conversation because like it doesn't happen as much anymore. But like, okay, so let's say you go in there and you get like a coffee or whatever, and then you're like, okay, well then the next or the person or whatever, however that works, the person that you get stuck paying for has like $30 worth of stuff. Now you're obligated to pay some crazy amount or look like a jerk.
Yeah.
And it's like, I didn't sign up for that. And it's like, I don't know. I think that like, I don't know where that thing started. It probably started with a good heart, probably, but like it's not. Please stop doing it. Even a lot of the stores will say that, like, please don't, because it just confuses everybody.
Yeah.
Please don't be kind.
Yeah, for real. What did work though, the one time you guys had saw me in the drive-through, so you paid for my coffee,
Yeah.
but I was like, there was no way for me to pay you back, but we
Yeah.
fixed it. But
Aw, that was
I was
nice.
like, you jerks. But
Well,
was
now
there-
after hearing the story, Ashley, you know she was never going to pay you back, right?
Oh,
yeah.
"Ah, coffee. See you later, suckers."
yeah, I deserve this.
So I don't know if you guys remember, I think it was maybe 2 years ago or maybe it was last year. I don't know, when we had a speaker in chapel who gave every student, I think it was $10 and told them to go spend it on somebody else, like just to do something kind with it. And it was so cool just to see the different ways our kids did that. And some of them were like, just put it on Snack Shop and let kids use it to get a snack and pay it off. And it was just fun then because it was like kids came up and I'm like, oh, guess what? I won't say a name, but so-and-so paid for, all of the people in this line. And it was a lot of fun to do it that day. Like, I don't think I would want to have to keep track every day, but it was a lot of fun. It was cool just to see them living out what they'd learned. And super cool that the speaker gave them all $10. So
That was
Yeah.
cool. I wonder, somehow maybe I missed that day or something, or I wasn't on chapel or whatever. But the turds, the juniors and seniors that year, I don't know, something had happened and whatever. We were struggling, but I don't know. I didn't really say anything. But they had decided, a bunch of them pulled them together and
didn't they?
they surprised me with
Yeah.
a giant envelope or whatever. So I ended
Mhm.
up just spending it all back on them. I made them breakfast one time and just bought it for that. But that was so sweet because it was
Yes.
something like, I don't know, it was just like what we needed, honestly. Just to like
I remember
get
it.
like a
Yeah,
tank
but I
of
just don't
gas or
remember.
something or whatever. Like
Yeah.
it was just like it was a struggling couple weeks and like just it was obviously financially encouraging. But then it was just like, yeah, like mentally encouraging
Mhm.
that they were so sweet to do that for me. They did not need to do that. So
That was very nice.
kids are awesome. Way better than we
Yes.
deserve.
They come out and show us. Sometimes it's easy to focus on the negative behaviors and then they pop up and do something cool like that. So
Yeah.
speaking of popping up, where'd Clint go?
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Ash, what's your Amish hack for the week?
You'll have to help me remember, but I saw one earlier that if you have back pain, to put Vicks on your back with Epsom salt.
Ooh.
And your
So,
back? Okay.
Yes, if your back hurts. So having trouble with his knee. So I'm gonna put it on his knee tonight and see if it helps him.
Yeah.
But the other one was if you have yellow teeth, to scrape the banana peel, and what else was it?
It was like baking soda and banana
Yeah.
peel or cornstarch. I don't know. It was something
It was something like that. But then you brush your teeth with it.
like I'll keep
No, it was,
that
if you have yellow teeth, you scrape the banana peel off of your teeth,
Oh.
and then you don't have yellow teeth. I'm just kidding. You're stupid.
No, that was that was pretty crazy. Like, why would the inside of who decided that the inside of a banana peel was going to clean somebody's teeth? But yeah, I don't know.
The
Some of
Amish,
these
obviously.
The Amish, maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I also saw, so you know all the creams they make for like to put under your eyes?
Mhm.
Am I the only one? What's happening? What happened? Anybody? Is anyone there?
Did Kimmy B go and play basketball? Did Allie go and become Amish? Where did they go? Tune in next time to the Adult ADHD to find out. Until then, courage.